What is up, you guys? My name is Hillary and welcome back to my channel. So today is May 31st and I am going to do one of the prompts for the read along going on and starting tomorrow, and we're going to do the color wheel one first. So let me get my phone ready and I will show you guys what I get for that prompt. Alright, so here's the color wheel. We have black, white, pink, gray, red, purple, dark blue, light blue, 2 greens, a yellow, and an orange. So let me just hit spin and see what we get. Alright, we got pink. So let me go find a book with the color pink on it and I'll be right back. Alright, so for the color pink that I landed on, I decided to pick a book that will go with 2 prompts. So we have color wheel and on my previous TBR, and that book is One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. It says, for cynical 23-year-old August, moving to New York City is supposed to prove her right, that things like magic and cinematic love stories don't exist, and the only smart way to go through life is alone. She can't imagine how waiting tables at a 24-hour pancake diner and moving in with too many weird roommates could possibly change that. And there's certainly no chance of her subway commute being anything more than a daily trudge through boredom and electrical failures. But then there's this gorgeous girl on the train. Jane, dazzling, charming, mysterious, impossible Jane. Jane with her rough edges and swoopy hair and soft smile, showing up in a leather jacket to save August's morning when she needs it most. August's subway crush becomes the best part of her day. But pretty soon she discovers there's one big problem. Jane doesn't just look like an old school punk rocker. She's literally displaced in time from the 1970s, and August is going to have to use everything she tried to leave in her own past to help Jane. Maybe it's time to start believing in some things after all. I am really excited to read this book, and June is Pride Month, so this fits perfectly in with that. And I have read Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, and that book was a 5 out of 5 star read for me, and I really enjoyed that, so I'm very looking forward to reading this one, and I'm excited to get it started. So when I have an update for you guys, I will pop in and let you know after I start this book and see what I think about it. Alright, so last night I started reading One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston, and right now I am almost 50 pages in, and it's kind of slow, but as I said before, this is about a girl named August, and she moves to New York, and her roommates are really, really weird. But as she's taking the subway one day, she meets this girl on there, and her name is Jane. But where I'm at in the book, we find out that August's uncle went missing in the 70s, and her mom's trying to figure out what happened to him. It's basically a cold case. And so what I'm predicting is August is going to find out that Jane is from the 70s and something happened, and she's going to try and solve that case. Just a prediction. I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but I'm excited to keep reading. But before I do, I have a nail appointment I'm going to go to, and I can't wait to show you guys what they look like after. And then when I get back, I'm hoping to do some reading sprints with Gavin on the channel How to Train Your Gavin. And we're supposed to have people come today to look at our air conditioner or our AC, because it's not working, and it's been really hot here. So that's the only update I have for now, and I will update you guys when I'm about 100 pages into the book. Good morning, everybody. So last night I got to page 136 in One Last Stop, and I don't know if I'm really enjoying it. Like, Red, White, and Royal Blue was amazing. This one, I don't know. It's a lot different than Red, White, and Royal Blue, but I'm still gonna give it a try. I'm still gonna try and finish it and whatnot, but I don't know. There's like, one of her roommates is psychic, and one of them's into like building things out of like frog bones, so she's like an artist, and another one's more of a night person, so you don't really learn much. But Jane on the train does not remember anything from her past life until August starts bringing her snacks, and it's like a sensory thing, so she starts remembering certain things, and it's interesting. But I don't know, it might only be a 3-star for right now for me, so unless something crazy happens in this book, that's what I'm gonna give it. Oh yeah, and I did get my nails done yesterday. They are really pretty. And right now I am doing some sprints with Spoops and Pris. This is the first time I've ever seen them on here, so they were pretty funny, and we're gonna be doing a sprint for an hour. But yeah, so I'm gonna read my book, or maybe I might film my reading nostalgic books, because Gavin totally gave me that idea that I sounded like so much fun to do, and I got some from the library. But I'll pop in later, either later today or tomorrow or in a couple days, and let you know what has been going on. So I got this package in the mail. I ordered it from Etsy a couple of weeks ago, and it was a sweatshirt that I saw on, I forget her name, but I will link her channel down below. And this is such an exciting sweatshirt. I'm so excited to put it on. So let me get this open and show you, and then show you what it looks like on. Alright, so instead of the sweatshirt, I ended up getting the t-shirt. It's really long, but I love my shirts bigger. And it is a Sarah J. Maas inspired shirt with her ACOTAR, and then Throne of Glass, and her Crescent City. I am so excited to wear this. I'm actually going to put it on and show you. Here is what the shirt looks like on. I have mine tucked in, but I absolutely love it. I love the color, and it feels amazing. And I will share down below in the comments where I got this shirt from on Etsy, and you guys can go check them out for yourself. Alright, so happy Donuts Day and all that. That's why I filmed the donuts. I went and got my kids some donuts this morning and all that, but I just wanted to pop in and give you guys an update on this book. I am, let's see, 204 pages in, and I'm just gonna say it, this book is kind of boring. It's a little disappointing compared to her first book that she had, but I do want to find out what happens at the end of this, but I'm not too sure. But I do like the diversity in this book. I really do. You have your bisexual, you have your lesbians, you have your transgenders, you have your drag in this book, and I think some of those characters are really funny. Like, what's his name? Isaiah? I think that's what his name is. He is very funny in this book, and I am enjoying reading his parts, but the rest of it, I'm just like, okay, I get it. She don't know her past. She's slowly getting her memories back, but I think it's almost too long of a book. But that's just my opinion. I do love this cover. I think it's so pretty. But that is my update for now. When I reach probably 300 pages or something crazy happens, I will pop in and let you guys know. Okay, so I'm about 300 pages into my book, and when I just got past the part on how Jane knew August's uncle, who went missing in the 70s, and her mom has been trying to find out what happened ever since then, and it all is tying together. It might not be the way that I thought it was going to be at the beginning, but it all makes sense now. But now I'm still trying to figure out what they're going to do about Jane, and if she's going to stay with August, if they're going to figure out a way for her to stay, or if they're going to find out a way for her to be sent back to the 70s. But when I read that part, it like broke my heart, because what really happened to him is just not okay. And I'm not going to tell you what happened, but it is very sad. So that is where I'm at now. And my next checkup will probably be when I am finished with the book, and then we'll figure out what my next prompt is going to be for Whatever-A-Thon. Bye! Okay, so last night I finished One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston, and I will say it was cute. The last third of the book I feel like was the best part of the book, but I gave it a 3 out of 5 star. I did not expect some of the stuff that was said in the last part of this book to be that, and it was crazy. And yeah, it's not as good as Red, White, and Royal Blue, but it isn't horrible. That's why I gave it a 3 star, just because like the first half of it was kind of boring, but then when it does pick up, I could not put the book down. But yeah, so let's go see what book I'm going to read next and what prompts I'm going to do. Okay, so here is my bingo board, and I have 2 spaces marked off because I did the color wheel for color on the cover, and that book was on a previous TBR for me, and then plus I have my free space filled out. So I could go last letter, first letter, dark romance, or I could do join 48-hour readathon, which I don't know when that is yet, or summer thriller. I mean, I could do any of them, But I think what I want to do is do the color wheel again and have that fill out for one of these prompts. I think that would be so much fun. So let me get you guys set up and we can do that. Alright, so here we have my color wheel back up. And I'm not going to do the same color. So if it lands on pink, I will do another spin since I've already had pink for my color wheel. So let's hit spin and see what it does. Alright, so blue. Alright, I can work with blue. Let's see what I got. Alright, so the book that I chose with blue on the cover, and it would go for 2 other prompts, is I Killed Zoe Spanos. This is a summer thriller, and it says what happened to Zoe won't stay buried when Anna Ciccone arrives at the small Hamptons village of Heron Mills for a summer nanny gig. She has high hopes for a fresh start. What she finds instead is a community on edge after the disappearance of Zoe Spanos, a little girl who has been missing since New Year's Eve. Anna bears an eerie resemblance to Zoe, and her mere presence in town stirs up still raw feelings about the unsolved case. As Anna delves deeper into the mystery, she becomes increasingly convinced that she and Zoe are connected and that she knows what happened on New Year's. So this sounds really, really good. I'm excited to read it. Let's see, how many pages is it? Oh, it's over 300, so it won't work for that one. But that's fine. Alright, so it can fill in the prompts of summer thriller. It can do with, where's that, water on the cover. And I think that's about all I would want it to go for. So yeah, so I'm going to be reading this and I'll take you guys along with me, and it might carry over to my next reading vlog. Alright guys, so I am about 84 pages into I Killed Zoe Spanos, and I will say I am really enjoying it. You are getting the time of present day and like a month or 2 ago in the book, and it's very interesting and I'm very into the story. So what's her name? Anna moved to this town and she looks exactly like Zoe, except Zoe had more of an olive skin color. But other than that, she's like the spitting image of her, so everybody's confused and they're trying to figure out why she looks like her. And then, so in the present day, Anna's in jail because they suspect that she killed Zoe, and you're trying to figure out what actually happened the night that happened. But I'm excited to continue reading this next week and see what other books I read. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button down below. And if you want to know when I am posting, hit that subscribe and that notification bell, especially because I am going to be doing weekly reading vlogs for Whatever-A-Thon, and this is just week 1, and I'm excited to see what week 2 brings and what books I am going to be reading for that and how many bingos I can end up with. So until next time, keep on reading, people. Bye!